All right, and welcome back to another edition of MicroPats with me, Jake Donnelly. If this is your first time tuning in to a MicroPat session, this is where I take one play, only one play, from the game, and I try to go in depth and show how this one play was emblematic of the way the Patriots played. When I first came up with this idea, I thought I was going to show a bunch of really cool Patriots plays, maybe some big gains on the offensive end, maybe the defense forcing turnovers. But after last week's subpar performance against the Jacksonville Jaguars and now another below average showing for the Patriots against the Detroit Lions, we're going to go with another play where the Patriots just really didn't step it up, and we'll try to look into exactly what's going wrong, at least defensively this week with the Patriots. Last week it was Tom Brady not seeing Cordero Patterson when he was open on a crossing route. This week it is going to be a 7-yard gain for LaGarrette Blount on the Lions' first drive. Now, for those of you that watched last night's game, you know that Kerryon Johnson became the first Lions running back to rush for more than 100 yards since Reggie Bush did it 5 years ago on Thanksgiving. So not really the type of trivia that the Patriots want to be on in terms of the good side versus bad side. Obviously, this is the Patriots on the bad side, but this is going to be a 7-yard gain for LaGarrette Blount. And now we have our two red arrows at the top of the screen. That's because the Lions will come out on this play in a double tight end formation to the top of the screen. The Patriots are in what appears to be a 4-3, maybe a bit of a 3-4. Kyle Van Noy, he is at the left end of the defensive line. And then from right to left, you have Juwan Bentley at the right. In the middle for the Patriots at linebacker, you have Landon Roberts. And then to the left is Dont'a Hightower. So as we roll this play here, now it's going to be just a handoff to LaGarrette Blount. Here comes the tight end on the crackback, and now you already see the linebackers for the Patriots reading the play. At the top, Bentley, he is already engaged with the left tackle on the line. Actually, that is the left tackle on the line. And you will have Landon Roberts in the middle of the field, and then Dont'a Hightower on the left side of the linebacking core for the Patriots. So as the play continues, you're going to see the tight end come up and deliver a block right there. So now all of a sudden, Landon Roberts is picked up by the tight end on that wham block, counter block, what have you. And Dont'a Hightower, he's going to be the only linebacker left to make the play. So here's LaGarrette Blount, sees this block, sees Hightower as the only man, runs up the field, and there's the contact, 5 yards down the field. So LaGarrette Blount, one of the hardest guys to bring down. If you listened to last night's game, you can tell that Pro Football Focus came up with a new statistic because Chris Collinsworth said the word elusive about 85 times during the broadcast. And Chris Collinsworth, who actually owns a piece of Pro Football Focus, and it's a great website, he uses the Sunday Night Football broadcast to really make his point that Pro Football Focus is one of the sites you want to go to if you want more of an in-depth look at games. But he was talking about how both Johnson and Blount are two of the more elusive guys out there. Golden Tate was one of them as well, and in his vocabulary, at least for Pro Football Focus, elusive can also mean guys that run over. So with LaGarrette Blount being the battering ram that he is, if you don't touch him until he's 5 yards downfield, it's going to be a bad night and a tough night for the defense because it's not going to be just a 5-yard gain. As you will see, LaGarrette Blount is going to pick up a couple of more yards, even though Dont'a Hightower, very good tackler, just picks up LaGarrette Blount, but it's 2 more yards after contact, so a 7-yard gain there for LaGarrette Blount. Now here we have our sky cam view. Collinsworth is saying that LaGarrette Blount, this is exactly where the hole is going to open up. But as you will see on this play, this is actually an even bigger hole for LaGarrette Blount and the Lions. So as we roll the play, here's the handoff. Now already you have the hole to the right and the hole to the left. Blount is going to choose the hole to the left because you will have the linebacker the tight end coming down the line on the wham block, and he is going to pick up a Landon Roberts in that right arrow hole. So as the play continues, and this is where we really have to concentrate because this is the double block in the middle. The double team from the center and right guard is big. the left guard Ragnow that Collinsworth pointed out early in the broadcast and kept going back to because he did such a great job in the run blocking for the Lions in this game. The double team right at the point of the attack against Lawrence Guy is huge because Guy is supposed to be doing the Vince Wilfork role. And we'll go more into that on the next view. But as we continue to roll this, Blount is going to take the handoff. Right there is the wham block, but also the right guard came off of the double team. So you have essentially two double teams on this play. You have the center and guard right there making one double team. And again, as the play rolls, boom, now the guard has come off of the double team at the point of the attack on Guy, and the guard has come over, and with tight end's help, it's a second double team. And you still have on the left side of the screen, you still have Ragnow on a one-on-one block against Malcolm Brown. And the Patriots, look at the hole right now. You have two holes for Blount to go to. You can go to the right, or there's no linebacker, you can go to the left. So Blount jab steps with the right foot. He's going to cut up the hole, and see, Hightower over there in the circle. Blount's going to go to the left. And now you have Hightower as the only guy that is unblocked on this play. Malcolm Brown, he's trying to get away from the block of Ragnow at the left guard. And Blount, he's just going to continue his way upfield. And the first contact is right there, 5 yards downfield. Malcolm Brown finally gets off of the block there. But Hightower, this is a pretty good tackle from Dante Hightower. And you could tell all throughout the game last night that the Patriots, knowing LaGarrette Blount, they were told, look, if you can pick up Blount by the legs, just pick him up. Because if you try to go high, there's not going to be a chance in the world that you're going to take down Blount. So this is a pretty good tackle from Hightower. He just literally lifts him up into the air. Boom. He just picks him up. Hightower, whatever issues you think he might have with the pectoral, at least the strength is there to pick up a bruising back like LaGarrette Blount. So that was the Skycam view. But now we get our more in-depth view, okay? So here, we're going to come off of the blocks. And right there, there's the first double team. I'm going to bring it back 1 second just to highlight that a little bit more. So here is Guy. And this is the Vince Wilfork role that everybody that is a Patriots fan loved so much from Wilfork. His job and everybody's job for the Patriots that is in this position, you're just supposed to stand there, take up the two blocks, and just clog the hole. This guy's not supposed to make the tackle. The way the Patriots defense works is that the defensive linemen are supposed to plug the holes, and then the linebackers fill and destroy, take down the running back. But the problem is that when you get double teamed, if you get moved off of the line, it is going to cause problems because then the linebackers cannot come in and they cannot fill because they have to now get around the double team. So Guy's job here is to stop everything right at the line of scrimmage and not get pushed back. But as you will see, he does in fact get pushed back a good 2 yards. Starts off here. Play's going to continue. There's the double team right at the top. And boom. So now you're already 2 yards downfield, and you can see this is going to cause a problem for Landon Roberts because now he's trying to get around Guy, and Roberts is going to get picked up by the tight end who is coming down the line on that wham block. So you have the double team right here. Guy is trying everything he can, but he's just getting double teamed by two big guys. He's got pushed back 2 yards. Now Roberts is going to come in, and he is going to get sealed off on yet that second double team we talked about. So now you go double team 1 and then double team 2, and Guy is going to get pushed off of the ball, and LaGarrette Blount, as you will see from our arrow there's the second double team. LaGarrette Blount is going to cut off of the back of the center. And as we roll it back just a little bit, again, there's Hightower at the bottom of the screen. He's the last guy available to make the play for the Patriots. So all of a sudden, despite those three linebackers and what is supposed to be a pretty good setup defensively for the Patriots against a run like this, because the double team, the wham block from the tight end coming down after the double team between the center and the guard, and then Malcolm Brown at the top of this going one-on-one and losing his battle against a very good left guard and Ragnow, the Patriots, they don't have a chance. 5 yards downfield, that's where the contact's going to come. 5 yards downfield, Hightower right there. He can't do anything because he's got to get past all this clutter in the middle of the field. He's got to make sure that Blount can't bounce it to the hole that Hightower was trying to fill. So now Hightower's got to scrape across the top of this mass of bodies. And now Hightower, his only thing that he can do is make contact with Blount about 5 yards downfield. And with LaGarrette Blount, 5 yards downfield turns into 7 yards downfield. So let's watch the play in its entirety. There's the two linebackers. There's the two tight ends at the top of the play. We've got the three linebackers right here for the Patriots. And just this angle, you're going to see there's no chance with the way that the defensive line held up and the way that the linebackers couldn't get off of blocks that the Patriots can do anything except give on a 1st and 10 a 7-yard run up to LaGarrette Blount and the Detroit Lions. There's the tight end coming down the line. Here are the linebackers. Landon Roberts, he's going to get double teamed. Boom, right there off of that double team. So now look, Hightower's the only man available to make this tackle. And he scrapes, makes contact 5 yards downfield, but Blount will pick up an extra 2 yards. And this is just emblematic of the way the Patriots defense played last night. They don't really have anything. The two tight ends on the left are going to do their job. Blount's going to run to his left. Blount's going to fake the hole to the right, cut off left, use this double team and the one-on-one blocking. And now Hightower is the only guy there. And that's another 4 yards that Hightower has to run down to the right. So you have Malcolm Brown losing on the left, Hightower trying to come down, and that's it. That's really where the Patriots were getting beat, was at the line losing battles. Double team battles like the one from Guy. Guy gets pushed back 2 yards. Now it's another double team at the bottom on Roberts, who's trying to fill. And so Blount, he's got a big hole. And Hightower's the only man that can make the play. 5 yards downfield, 5-yard gain becomes a 7-yard gain. So MicroPats week 3 against the Detroit Lions, second straight loss for the Patriots. The Patriots becoming the first team to allow a 100-yard rusher against the Detroit Lions. And unfortunately for Patriots and Patriots fans, it's just more of the same for the second week in a row. There wasn't a lot of whooping and hollering. Dietrich Wise Jr. was really the only guy who came out, especially in that second half. He made a play immediately after the half with his one arm, and it's not a good thing. One hand, I should say. It's not a good thing when your best player defensively right now is a guy who's got a dislocated finger and is playing with an oven mitt on his hand. And that's kind of emblematic and a microcosm of how the Patriots are playing, that their best player right now is a guy that is playing with an oven mitt. Everybody else, though, they have to step it up, and we'll see what the Patriots can do in their Week 4 game against the Miami Dolphins, as the Dolphins are coming to Foxborough. I'll actually be at that game, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of got an on to Cincinnati feel, and we'll see if the Patriots can step it up or if the Patriots will have an exceedingly rare 3-game losing streak as they head back home to Foxborough to take on the Miami Dolphins this Sunday, 1 o'clock game for the Patriots. Well, thank you for tuning in. That was another edition of MicroPats Patriots, a 7-yard give-up on a run to LaGarrette Blount from the first drive offensively for the Detroit Lions. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and goodbye from New England.